Welcome to educational channel of sureshbhattclasses, quantitative aptitude video on profit and loss. We are solving few miscellaneous question on profit and loss. Our question is, a suit was sold at 12% profit if it had been purchased at 10% less cost and sold at rupees 25 more. The profit would have been 25%. Find the cost price of the suit. The given options are option A 5,000, option B 6,000, option C 4,500, option D 5,600. We assume the cost price of suit to be 100 and it was sold at 12% profit, and 12% on 100 is 12. So 100 plus 12 is 112. The selling price therefore becomes 112. If it had been purchased 10% less cost, then 10% on 100 is 10 and 100 minus 10 is 90. Then the new cost price had been 90 and 25% of 90 is 1/4 of 90, which is 22 and half. 22.5 plus 90 is the new selling price would have been 112.5, and it is given that this had been rupees 25 more than the earlier selling price. Thus 112.5 minus 112 is 0.5, and 0.5% equal to 25. Therefore 1% is double of it is 50, and 100%, which is the cost price, then it had been 100 multiplied by 50 is 5,000. The cost price of the suit was rupees 5,000, and from the given options our answer is option A, rupees 5,000. This is the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, an article was sold at 15% profit if it had been purchased 10% more and sold at rupees 36 more. The profit would have been 10%. Find cost price of the article. The given options are option A 500, option B 600, option C 450, option D 560. We solve the question. Let us assume the cost price to be 100. Then it was sold at 15% profit. Then the selling price was 115. Now it was purchased at 10% more cost. So 10% of 100 is 10 and 100 plus 10 is 110. Then new cost price had been 110 and it was sold at rupees 36 more, giving the profit to be 10%. So first we calculate 10% of 110. So 10% of 110 is 11 and 11 plus 110 is 121. Now the old selling price was 115 and new is 121. The difference is of 6%, and 6% is equal to 36. Therefore 1% equal to 6, and thus 100% equal to 6 multiplied by 100 is 600. Thus the cost price of the article was rupees 600, and from the given options our answer is option B, rupees 600. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of question. We go to the next question. Our question is, a tea bag was sold at a profit of 18% if it had been purchased at 5% less and sold at rupees 16 less. The profit would have been 20%. Find cost price of the tea bag. The given options are option A 550, option B 650, option C 450, option D 400. We solve the question like this. Let the cost price be 100 and it was sold at 18% profit. Therefore, the selling price equal to 118. 18% on 100 is 18 and 100 plus 18 is 118. It had been purchased at 5% less. So we subtract 5%. 5% on 100 is 5. Then 100 minus 5 is 95. The second cost price would have been 95. And if it had been sold at rupees 16 less, then the profit would have been 20%. So we first calculate 20% on 95, and 20% of 95 is 19, and 95 plus 19 is 114. How to calculate 20% on 95? 20% is 1/5. 1/5 of 95 is 19, and 19 plus 95 is 114. So this difference is of 4%, and this 4% is equal to rupees 16, or 1% will be equal to 4. Therefore 100% is equal to 4 multiplied by 100 is 400. Thus the cost of tea bag was rupees 400, and from the given options our answer is option D. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, a cell phone was sold at a loss of 25% if it had been purchased at 20% less and sold for rupees 132 more. The profit would have been 16 whole and 2 upon 3%. Find the cost price of the cell phone. The given options are option A 800, option B 720, option C 650, option D 700. This is one specific question in which you have to learn what to assume the cost price. Here we are not assuming the cost price to be 100, and we are going to assume some different number. Why we are assuming that number, you will learn when I solve this question. 25% when expressed in fraction comes out to be 1 upon 4. Here 25% is 1%, 20% is another percent, and 20% when expressed in fraction comes out to be 1 upon 5. Another percent given in this question is 16 whole and 2 upon 3%. This when expressed comes out to be 1 upon 6. Now if we had assumed cost price to be 100, then 1 upon 6 or 16 whole and 2 upon 3% comes out to be 16.67, or it's a mixed fraction, and we are not going to get the whole number if we assume 100. Then what we should assume? We should assume the number which is LCM of 4, 5 and 6, and the LCM of these three numbers is 60. So we assume cost price to be 60. Here if we assume 60, then we will not be facing any fractional number in calculation. So we assume the cost price to be 60 units, and it is given that the cell phone was sold at a loss of 25%. So I write minus 25% of 60. 25% is 1/4, and 1/4 of 60 is 15. So if we subtract 15 from 60, then selling price comes out to be 45 units. Now the next condition given to us is if it had been purchased at 20% less. So 20%, I write minus 20%, and 20% is 1 upon 5th. 1 upon 5th of 60 is 12. And when we subtract 12 from 60, we get 48. Then new cost price would have been 48 if it had been purchased at 20% less. And it's given that if it is sold for rupees 132 more, the profit would have been 16 and 2 upon 3%. So we add 16 and 2 upon 3% on 48. So I write plus 16 and 2 upon 3%, which is 1/6. 1/6 of 48 is 8. And we add 8 to 48, which comes out to be 56. Then new selling price comes out to be 56 unit, and the difference between the old selling price and new selling price is equal to 56 minus 45 is 11. So this is 11 units, and this is given to us is equal to 132. So 11 units equal to rupees 132. Therefore 60 units, which is our assumed cost price, equal to 132 multiplied by 60 divided by 11. 11 divides 132 for 12 times, and 12 times 60 is 720. Thus, the cost price of the cell phone was rupees 720. And from the given options, our answer is option B, rupees 720. This way we have to think what we should assume as our cost price. Sometimes it is not advisable to assume cost price to be 100. We go to the next question. Our question is, a cap was sold at a profit of 12% if it had been purchased for rupees 30 less and sold for rupees 27 less. There had been a profit of 15%. Find cost price of the cap. The given options are option A 250, option B 300, option C 225, option D 360. We solve this question by two methods. One is conceptual method and the other is shortcut method. Let the cost price to be 100x. Then it is sold at a profit of 12%. So I write plus 12%. 12% of 100x is 12x, and 100 plus 12 is 112. So selling price is 112x. If it had been purchased for rupees 30 less, so new cost price will be 100x minus 30, and sold for rupees 27 less, so new selling price will be 112x minus 27. Now there is a relation in between these two given in the question, that there had been a profit of 15%. So if we add 15% to the new cost price, we will get the selling price. So 15% on 100 is 15. So it is 115%. So we make it 115%. That comes out to be 100x minus 30 multiplied by 115 upon 100. This is equal to 112x minus 27. Now we have to solve this equation and we will get the cost price. 5 cancels 115 for 23 times and 100 for 20 times. Now on solving, we get 23 when multiplied by 100x gives us 2300x, and 23 multiplied by 30 gives us 690, equal to 20 multiplied by 112 give us 2240 x. 112 times 2 is 224 and we add 1 0 to it. That comes out to be 2240 x minus 20 multiplied by 27 give us 540. On transferring 2240 x towards left hand side, on subtracting 2240 x from 2300 x, we get 60 x equal to 690 minus 540 equal to 150. 15 cancels 60 for 4 times and 150 for 10 times. This gives 4x equal to 10. Therefore 100x. If we multiply both sides by 25, we get 100x equal to 25 multiplied by 10 is 250. And our cost price was 100x. Therefore, the cost price of the cap comes out to be 250. And from the given options, our answer is option A, rupees 250. Now we solve this question by shortcut method. The cap was sold at 12% profit, and 12% when converted into fraction comes out to be 3 upon 25. 12 upon 100 is 3 upon 25, and 15% is equal to 3 upon 20. 15 divided by 100 is 3 upon 20. Now if we assume cost price to be 25, then 12% of 25 is 3 and sale price or selling price comes out to be 25 plus 3 equal to 28. In second case, the profit comes out to be 15%, and if we assume cost price to be 20, then 15% of 20 is 3, then selling price comes out to be 23. Now it is given that if it had been purchased for 30 less, so in purchase we are writing 30 here in cost price, and sold for rupees 27 less, so we write 27 in the column of selling price. Now we cross multiply these quantities. As 30 and 27 both are less, so I am not putting the minus sign. If one is less and other is more, then for less we put minus sign and for more we put plus sign. Here both are less, so I am not putting the minus sign before both the quantities. 25 multiplied by 23 gives us 575, and 28 multiplied by 20 gives us 560, and 30 multiplied by 23 give us 690 minus 27 multiplied by 20 give us 540. The difference between 575 and 560 is 15. So 15 is equivalent to 150. 690 minus 540. Therefore, the cost price originally assumed was 25. So 15 is equivalent to 150. This gives us 25 is equivalent to 250. This way we can solve this question by cross multiplication method, and from the given options our answer is option A, rupees 250. I hope you have understood the short trick of solving such type of question. Please do lot of practice from different books and solve as many questions as possible on the topic of profit and loss. Please watch all my videos on this topic. Here completes this video. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Thanks for watching.